What's up, YouTube? We back with another motherfucking reaction. Like, comment, sub, let me know what y'all want to react to. Everything in the description below. Man, let's get into it.
In December 2023, police responded to a report of a suspicious individual at a dog park in West Salem, Wisconsin. A 28-year-old man allegedly approached a woman, presenting himself as a La Crosse County Sheriff's Reserve deputy. Around that time, the man had also placed a call to the non-emergency
Who the fuck plays as a cop? Like, what type shit is this, nigga?
dispatch number.
Dispatch Center, Don.
Hi, Don. This is Reserve with West Coast PD. Judge John C. I got one sheriff and at least two PD members want to confronting waiting to discuss matters.
What is your name?
Sierra.
Okay. Go ahead and talk to the officers that you're out with, okay?
The car.
Thank you.
Prior to speaking with the male who was recognized from previous contacts, the officer spoke with the caller. According
Look like a fucking weirdo that'll play the police, like he want to be a
to the
fucking
caller,
police.
the man approached her, claiming to be searching for a missing woman in the woods. The caller mentioned that when she requested law enforcement credentials, the man failed to provide any. Additionally, he had no law enforcement insignia or markings, which made her uncomfortable, and she subsequently contacted the non-emergency dispatch number.
Hi, how are you? Can you tell me what happened at the park today?
I was taking my dogs out for a walk out on the point. I was taking some pictures, and also I turned around and there's this gentleman that had walked upon me. And usually I'm pretty aware of my surroundings and paying attention, especially since I was the only one down there. Anyways, he approached me and he was talking to me, but I didn't know what he was saying. And I asked him if he could clarify what he was saying, because he was, now that I look back at it, I think he had a cognitive disability.
Okay.
And he was slurring.
See, ladies, please be mindful of y'all surroundings and what be going on around y'all when y'all drunk and sober, all type of shit, because it'd be weird ass motherfuckers and shit like that, man.
His words and saying that he was a police. I heard him say police officer, and I said, "You're a police officer? I can't understand what you're saying." I said, "You need to speak clearly. And what is your name, sir? I want to see your badge." Well, then he started backing off, and he goes, "I'm looking for a missing lady, and went missing this afternoon, and was talking about that." And I said, "You are not a police officer." And he goes, "Oh, I'm with the reserves. I'm with the La Crosse County Reserves." And I was like, "This is a little concerning to me. Something's not right here." And so I said, "I'm going to call the La Crosse police." He was saying the same name each time, but he had such a slur to his words that I could not understand it. But I did understand when he said, "I'm a police officer," and then he changed it to, "I'm a La Crosse County Reserve." And I said, "Well, you would have a badge if you're identifying yourself as a La Crosse County Reserve." He did not, of course, have any of that. I just didn't like that he approached me, and especially he waited all that time all by myself. I felt like maybe he was watching me from one of the houses or something. And that's what I kind of thought, because I have two teenage daughters, and I thought, if they're walking down here, what is this guy doing?
Yep, we're in contact with him right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yep.
And once I got on the phone and I was really like looking him over, I could see that whatever headset he had on was fake. You know, I could see like probably there's a cognitive disability here. It was still disconcerting because I just did not like the way that he had approached me in such a small area. He's not a reserve officer, is he?
No, he has no legitimate claim to that.
Okay. No charges. I just want to make sure that he was talked to and understand that that's not okay.
He said he's out here looking for people because the government secretary told him that, and he works for John Siegel.
Okay.
And that's why he's out here.
I'd say all this, any time is any disability shit like that need supervision after 8 o'clock at nighttime. Anytime, focus y'all. Sometimes they get the tripping. No, just say, yeah, hey, they get the tripping
The
for.
sheriff, he collects soda cans and turns them into the sheriff's office, takes them down Vine Street, and ships them off in the office. And so,
Did he mention talking to somebody over by the doctor?
he's got a picture of a pickup that he said their right tire spun in the sand back there.
Okay.
And he took a picture of their license plate and the sand, and that's why he called, because they spun their right tire.
Alright. Okay.
It didn't really look like much in the picture.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to talk to him, see what he has to say first, but we're nothing.
Follow your lead, boys.
The phone was his mom.
Always on phone, Mom?
This is Matt, just told me he works for John Siegel and works for whatever Whitehall PD, and he's a reserve for La Crosse. And he has a gun that La Crosse PD keeps in the evidence room. That's
Well, got a ranger office.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have multiple.
But he told you that he works for John Siegel.
Okay.
When the officer asked the man what happened, he gave an incomprehensible monologue which made absolutely no sense.
Can you take off the phone? Can you tell me what happened down at the dog park?
I went down to the truck because of the TS came and go, and they said regardless, I'll vacuum, clean out the vacuum. I see you just come to the door and you don't know why. Just show yourself and try to figure out why. And,
Nigga, what?
She said walk around and check the neighborhood.
Okay.
Decided to walk back in on your check to deliver right down. There's a V-shaped pattern.
Okay.
Near the property line over at at least 2 of them were.
Okay.
So it's been awful footprints starting out on the ground.
Okay. Did you talk to the lady down at the dog park?
I didn't mean to intrude on her, but I was just letting her know my presence.
Okay, what'd you tell her?
But I'm possibly missing GPS, so I activated the sheriff's department prior to leaving home law, I guess.
Okay. Did you tell her you were a police reserve?
No, I told her it was the reserve sheriff, and this is
Reserve sheriff? Okay.
Under Troy.
Okay.
I was district now working for Johnson's 2016 and unofficial swearing in 2014. My girlfriend and
when I said the disability, I wasn't talking about all the ones like that do shit like this. If you got a history of doing shit like this, you need a fucking supervisor about 8:30, 8 o'clock at all times when you go outside, like, cause they get to doing crazy shit. Like if you got a history of doing crazy shit, bro, you need one fucker like that. You can throw that.
But you're not though, right?
I'm not going to discuss out of area status, but I also was in Trimble County Sheriff. There was a 2015 call at Garland House.
Okay. Regardless of that, arrest for impersonating a police officer, okay? So you put your hand behind your back.
I didn't even do that.
Do you have any identification that will prove that you are an Independence or Whitehall police officer or reserve officer? If you have it, you at this time are required lawfully to present it to me.
I'm at 626 Texas GPS 5 details.
Okay, I'm gonna take it as a no.
Nigga just said shit.
You're not in this system. Is that what you're arguing?
Not arguing. We're just telling you with what?
Oh,
I'm gonna fix that. Good?
Yep.
Double launch.
Yep.
going with the sheriff
No, back to my squad.
or John since 2016. Federal since 2012. Union member since 2012. We pulled up and it was still
Then right in front of here? Nope, facing the squad here. You have anything on you other than your phone?
I have 2 flashlights, a hot dog and all flashlights, and paper that I picked up from collecting trash.
Just some paper and your phone and your flashlight then? I'm gonna put everything on top of the hood here, right?
I didn't know it was part of the investigation of what
What's the cardboard for?
I picked up trash, but
What'd you tell the sheriff's department?
Man, this nigga here,
I
bro.
didn't pick up the paper or all that. They referred it as a medical weapon, and
The cardboard was a medical weapon?
some medical individuals who were 2015 so we didn't carry it that way.
Turn your feet for me.
Just safety time. When you say your job, that I'm done.
Why you got so many flashlights?
Just in case
We're gonna come to the passenger side of my squad here, okay?
What's wrong with him?
Federal civilian discharge from the service. Like I read this up.
Okay.
There's windshield.
Hang back here.
You verify that he identified himself to you as
Also,
reserve.
He's a
Who was
Minnesota
employed?
constable. He told me he was sworn under oath.
We're just gonna go with what Ross told me stuff. So he told you he was working under John Siegel as a reserve for your.
Told me that his
Cross
badge
agency.
name. He said he has a badge name. It's
Badge name?
Troy Siegel. He's got a picture in Siegel's office, and his gun's kept at La Crosse PD. And he went into a pretty detailed story.
No, we don't need to do a report. We've got enough.
Okay.
We're gonna give her. She's gonna do a statement for us. So
Okay.
we'll get one there. If not.
Stay right here. He's grabbing your stuff. We're gonna go in here. Have a seat right here for me.
You have the Department of Faith.
Have a seat.
Be a seat.
Thank you.
In the end, the 28-year-old male was charged with misdemeanor impersonating a peace officer. As per the report, The police department has also been working with La Crosse County Human Services regarding the male individual who has been involved in more than 60 calls for service over the last 4 months. Lastly, his cash bond was set at $300.
He got some shit going on.
Want a deeper?
Yeah, dude got some shit going on, like mentally. Like, see, you go get checked out, bruh. Bruh, over 60 fucking plus calls in 4 months, bruh. Why the fuck is you call the police that you keep getting? Like, all jokes aside, though. But like, comments up, we had a bitch.